living my life with the struggles ahead. See, I can't look back now, but I cannot forget. No longer shall we live in fear. We got to keep pushing on, moving full steam ahead.
Good evening, family. Cause tonight
we gonna have a celebration of our life.
Yeah, man.
Party from night till morning light.
That's right.
We gonna have a good time. Everything alright.
Everything's alright, man.
Good vibration tonight.
Good vibration. Welcome, family.
Celebration of our life.
Celebration of our life. A revelation party by Stefan Marley, starting our love stream in this beautiful, beautiful week. It's good to be here with you again. Here I am. Hello, family. It's good to see you. It's good to be with you here again. Show me your names on the screen. Come on, give me some love. Give me some love, baby. Give me some love. Well, Brother Stephen just gave us some beautiful love. Oh my God, what a beautiful message, brother. Thank you so much. You bust me. You just blasted me up to the heavens. Thank you. I love you, brother. And I'm so happy that I can be a part of your journey. And Shalom, Dana. And hello, Lenya. Yasu, Lenya. Tikanes. Wow, we have a nice love stream tonight. There's some good news, there's some good progressions, there's some good energy kicking in. We have a beautiful full moon in Aquarius on Saturday. We have Venus conjunct Jupiter. I'm just bringing up some background music to cuddle us. As we I forgot to prepare the track that I wanted to bring afterwards. Yay. Where is it? Let's see. Give me a moment while you keep on showing me your names on the screen, yeah? We're gonna start very, 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 very soon. Where was that? Where is that? Okay. I can't find it. Oh my goodness. There we go. Let's put this one. Let's put this one on. Thank you, Stefan Marley. Rastafari. Okay, here we are. D. Lennon from Adelaide. Hello, Rukshika de Silva and Bharat and Trishan. Awesome. Hello from Uncle Ami. With Anna as well. Fantastic. Well, here we are. Another love stream. And we are preparing... Stephen, brother. You're giving me so much love, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, man. It means a lot to me. It really means a lot to me. So, hello family. How are you? How you doing? How's life treating you? Are you keeping your head above water? Are you keep on moving forward? Are you keep on seeding the dreams of your future? Are you keep on kind of like refining the layers of your personality to kind of shed off the old layers? Even if you're not doing it, it's happening. So it's kind of like just kind of let it be. Hello, Christy. Christy, I love you, Christy. So, Catherine, hello, Catherine. Awesome, the family is coming in. Come in, family, come in. Give me some love, because that's what we need on the Leo season. We need to share the love. We need to feel the love. So, without further ado, because we have some awesome things to share tonight. Thank you, love and gratitude to the Patreon community for your support, for your love, for being present with our journey all this time. And if you're not a part of our community, feel free to join us. We have an awesome community, really beautiful hearts, beautiful souls. We are connecting every day through our Telegram chat rooms. We have all these kind of like online community where we are kind of constantly updating astrology, spirituality, and crypto, and finance, and news, and all these kind of goodies, and good people to connect with, you know. So feel free to join us on patreon.com/healingdelight. You can join as a free member, which you will see this love stream. But if you would like to support me further for this input and this giving, it would be greatly appreciated. You can join as a member on any tier you choose, and if you choose the highest tier, you will get every month the new moon and the full moon sound healing meditation, which is always sent to the community as I record it on the times. And if you are in Melbourne and you want to join us this week, there's quite a few opportunities for you. There is the weekly group sound healing meditation on every Wednesday 7 p.m, so that's tomorrow night. Then we have on Saturday at 7 p.m. the sound healing for the full moon in Aquarius. And then we have on Sunday 5 p.m. another weekly group, which will be a full moon integration. So you have 3 different options to choose to come and receive some healing frequencies, to shift your vibration, you know? You're struggling with something, come and shift your vibration. If it's the heart, if it's your confidence, if it's your mind, if it's your expression, whatever it is for you, just come, lay down, let go, surrender. Let the sound do all the work, and let Ami kind of soothe you with some yummy vibration that can help you shift your vibration into more harmony, into a better flow. It will be my pleasure to help you. And this full moon in Aquarius is a lot about vibration, frequencies. That's what Uranus and Aquarius rules. And there's a lot of goodies to talk about. So that's about that. Private healing session is available for you if you're in a place in your life that you need a bit more in-depth kind of work, a bit more in kind of like to the point kind of shift. Come and see me. We'd love to help you with that too. And now let's get into the stars, into the skies, into the heavens, and see what's happening. So we will start from 12 o'clock and 11 o'clock. You can see the moon is right now on the 26th degree of Sagittarius and galactic center. The galactic center is on the 27th degree of Sagittarius. Guess what happened on the galactic center a month ago? Today is the 5th of August, and a month ago we had the conjunction of Venus and Uranus at the 29th degree of of Taurus. And 4 days prior to that conjunction, as Venus was approaching Uranus, the observatory in Chile, Atlas Observatory in Chile, have discovered an interstellar object that has came into our solar system from the galactic center. Now that has become a big subject that has caught the radar of my psychic from the very first moment it came out. And if you are with us in the community, you have already heard a lot about it from me. So that's another benefit of joining us, because I'm giving a lot more insight there. And the bottom line of this thing is that this is going to be quite a significant event. And from the start I knew it, and as the time progresses it becomes even more and more and more interesting, invigorating, and it raises my psychic curiosity to the max. Because there's a lot of interesting things happening. First of all, it is not necessarily a comet. It is defined as a comet because that's how they define it, but it doesn't really behave like a comet. Its shape, its trajectory, the way it moves, the tail of the comet is behaving in a very strange way. As of today, the tail of the comet disappeared. So it's, let's call it an interstellar visitor rather than a comet, because we don't know if it's a comet. It could very much be, and this is way out there, but this could very much be related to the long-term prediction I gave to the community since 2018, that at some point of the process that we've been going through, there will come the external player into the equation as the galactic visitation, as the alien visitation, or whatever it may be in that way, shape and form. And this kind of really fits into that box as far as I'm concerned. And there's a lot to talk about it, and there's a lot we know, and there's a lot we don't know. So everything we kind of say now is pretty much kind of like fact-based speculative, because as the time will progress, things might change, and we need to keep on observing that. But the fact that this interstellar visitor doesn't behave like a comet, this is not from me, humble Ami. This is coming from a very highly regarded professor in Harvard, which is specializing in interstellar objects. And he himself basically said that, this thing has a very unique shape. It has come, and it's only the 3rd interstellar object that humanity has identified in history. The previous one was Oumuamua. That was like 2-3 years ago, and that also did some funny things. What's going on? What is this sound? I have a systematic sound going on here. Something is happening. Okay, thank you. So it has a weird shape, it has a weird trajectory. It comes from the galactic center in Sagittarius in a kind of an elliptic. I've posted this to the community. Let's see if I can share it with you all. It comes into our solar system in a kind of an interesting trajectory that will come very close to Mars. It will pass between Mars and the Sun, and it will come through that just between Mars and the Sun, and then it will kind of make its way slowly out. And as it's doing that, there it is. Let me see now if I can share the screen with all of you. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so you can see now that this is, let me fix it for you so you can see it big enough. Okay, and so this is the trajectory that it's going to make. You can see it's moving around, but pass really close to Mars, between, and then here's Venus, Mercury, the Earth, and here it comes again. So it comes from Sagittarius. It comes from Sagittarius, and it's crossing through Mars. So right around here, when it comes here, you can see it will be Atlas, Mars, the Earth. So this will be the conjunction of this interstellar visitor with Mars on the 2nd of October. That will happen on the 7-8 degree of Scorpio. Very interesting. And then as it moves, here it is, Atlas, Mercury, Earth. So then it will conjunct Mercury on the 7-8 degree of Scorpio. So we already know that something significant is happening on the area of 7-8 degree Scorpio with this interstellar visitor. If you have any planets in your birth chart that are on 7-8 degree Scorpio, and you can even take a degree back, a degree forward, so say 6 to 9 degrees Scorpio, this interstellar visitor is going to trigger something significant for you with your planets in that place in Scorpio. If you have planets 6 to 9 degree in Taurus, it's going to oppose your planets in Taurus. And if you have 6 to 9 degree Leo or Aquarius, it's going to square your planets. And so that's for each one of you to kind of try to see if you have anything between 6 to 9 degree in Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, and it will be even more meaningful to you. We will talk about it more as we progress with the time, but it's already very interesting. And so conjunct Mars, 2nd of October, you see this is our community. So I posted it as a conjunct Mars on the, where is it? I just posted them to them. On the 4th of October, conjunct Mars, and then on the 12th of October, conjunct Mercury, okay? And then it will conjunct the Sun on the 29th of October. Now this is where things get even more spicy, because Uranus is the alien, out of space, out of time, higher truth, zapping, epiphanies, enlightenment, all that. This interstellar visitor came into our solar system around the time that Venus was really close to, there's a few correlation. I'm gonna take it there now because it's kind of really interesting. So we're starting with talking about the interstellar object first, because it's very significant in my personal feeling, knowing, psyche, okay? And I believe that big things are going to happen with this interstellar visitor as we keep on progressing. So it will be interesting thing to keep on following. So it was discovered on the 30th of June. And when it was discovered, Mercury, where are you, Mercury? On your 3 o'clock, Mercury was stationed in retrograde on the 4th degree of Leo. On the 30th of June, when the interstellar object was discovered. So that's correlation 1. Mercury entered shadow zone, and on that day, the interstellar object was discovered. Venus, on your 6 o'clock, was 25 degree Taurus, Uranus 29, and they are approaching. So it was observed on the 30th of June. It started to come out on the 1st of July, and by the 4th of July, when Venus and Uranus conjuncted, this is the 4th of July, Venus-Uranus conjunct 6 o'clock in Taurus, that's when the buzz in social media started to come out with the professor, what was his name? I forgot, Dov something. Let's see. Where did I write it down? Oh, here it is. Avi Loeb. Avi Loeb is a Harvard professor, and he basically said there is a tiny chance, less than 2 in 1,000, that this interstellar object could be artificial, and I'm quoting him, maybe even a hostile probe like something out of sci-fi movie. He points to its strange size, irregular shape, and a trajectory that doesn't quite fit a natural object from our galaxy. The way it's ejecting material through its tail in bursts, like gushes, it's not constant. That don't match solar heating of the comet, of the object, and that adds to its intrigue. Loeb's not yelling aliens, but he's frustrated the scientists aren't open to exploring the possibility. And then since then, he is very buzzing. He's been interviewed on different news channels, he's very kind of posting all over social media, there's things with him, and he's been a very confident, dominant voice in everything got to do with this object, that he's saying like, sorry guys, I'm onto something here basically, and I really agree with him. They say that when you have a comet, as it flies through the solar system, the sun is heating it up, so it releases this ice dust as a tail. But this thing is not releasing an ice dust, it goes like almost like an engine that's kind of like puffing some energy in order to navigate, to pivot, to kind of eject itself towards its trajectory. Interesting. So back to the chart. When Venus conjunct Uranus in Taurus, physical reality, Uranus brings revelation out of time and space, some kind of weird thing into our awareness. Then after that, Venus and Uranus moves into Gemini within a day, 2 days after. And Uranus in Gemini, information, Gemini, social media, communication, talking. And here we are talking about this alien interstellar object that is coming into our solar system, and Venus is also there. So we the world is trying to understand what it's about. Now, it will conjunct Mars on the 4th of October on the 7-8 degree Scorpio. And then on the 12th of October, it will conjunct Mercury on the 7-8 degree of Scorpio, approximately. Then on the 29th degree of October, and what's happening on the 29th of degree of October? On the 29th of October, if you remember, I told you this when I gave you the download of Venus-Uranus process. I'm going to take you there now, and I'm going to show you how on the 29th of October, there we go, we are going to have, here's the 30th. So that's interesting. For some reason it's different than one I This is very very interesting. 29 of October is different than what I assumed. Like what I kind of developed before. I'm having a Mercury station in a moment here. But 29th of October, Venus will be on the 25th degree of Scorpio. Where was Venus when the interstellar visitor was discovered? 25 degree Taurus. And the interstellar object will conjunct the Sun on the 29th of October when Venus is on the 25th degree Scorpio in the opposition. So, and then from there, as it was when the interstellar object was discovered, from there Venus is going to move forward and Uranus is retrograding backwards. And here, on the 4th of November, 4th of July, it was conjunct. 4th of November, they will oppose. There's the exact opposition. Here it is. That's the exact opposition. The 5th. It's the night of the 4th. That will be the opposition of Venus-Uranus. So I'm trying to say that something got to do with the interstellar visitor is intertwining with the cycle of Venus-Uranus, which was conjunct 4th of July, opposition 5th of November, 4th of November, and then conjunct again for the final time on the 29th degree of Taurus again on the 25th of April. So that regards that. Now, if we're going back to now, when it was discovered on the 30th of June, Mercury stationed retrograde, okay, on the 4th degree of Leo. Now Mercury is in retrograde, and this week on the 12th of August, in a few days from now, Mercury is stationing direct. It will be exactly, that's part of it, part of this love stream as well. It will station direct on the 4th degree 17 minutes on the 10th, 11th of August. Okay, here it is, the 11th of August. And so it will be interesting to see what kind of information will kind of come out that will relate to the time that it was discovered, around the 11th, 12th of October. We will talk about this date further because it relates, but I just wanted to bring you that into your awareness. There was another interesting thing of this. Let me show you this. This was also very
alignment will happen.
Very cool. This is also another interesting ingredient that is not relating to this object, but is kind of simultaneously like in resonance with it. So I'll show you this and listen to what he's saying, okay?
Exact alignment will happen in 2026 at Easter.
What will happen?
The star will, the alignment she told me about, that the star of Regulus would be on the horizon in front of the Sphinx. At that moment, there'd be a new knowledge. Well, I had no idea if this was even possible, you know, but these astronomers run it through the machines and it comes out that that star is going to come up on the horizon in Easter of 2026. And from that point forward, they started remote viewing.
Okay, so he's saying, based on this insight, that in Easter 2026, which falls on the between the 3rd and the 6th of April, also simultaneously it's also Passover. So you can have millions of Jewish people celebrating Passover, togetherness, family, Exodus, kind of like freedom, slavery, and all these things. You have all the Christians around the world, millions of Christians around the world celebrating Easter. And then we also have the Chinese holiday at that time as well. The Chinese holiday is it's called the Qingming Festival, or Qingming, which is honoring the deceased, often falls around the 4th, 5th of April. So you can have all the Chinese faithful believers, the Christians, and the Jewish people all celebrating very important holidays in sacredness, in togetherness, as this man is saying that Regulus is going to align, is going to rise over the horizon in direct alignment with the Sphinx, and a new knowledge will be given. So there is a lot that is coming here together. And also remember that by April 2026 we are absolutely in the new world. Saturn Neptune conjunct in Aries on 0 degree Aries in February. Uranus moves to Gemini permanently in April, after Venus conjunct Uranus, and it's all happening. And so I feel very strongly that my future awareness report prediction that at some point we will have the external player kicking in as the intergalactic or interdimensional or intergalactic being or space brotherhood, sisterhood, whatever you want to call it. That's about to happen, and it's already happening, but in 2026 it's full-blown happening. But whatever happens with this interstellar visitor, in October is going to already be an initiating trigger of that. Now, it's going to happen in Scorpio season, post the conjunction of the interstellar object with Mars, with Mercury and the Sun. With Mars especially, it's right as we exit the eclipse season. So it's coming from eclipse season, still coming out of it, and the interstellar object is visible, conjunct Mars, and then conjunct Mercury, and then conjunct the Sun. And so October is going to be a very powerful catalyst when you look into all indigenous cultures. If it's the Aborigines, if it's Native Americans, if it's the shamanic traditions from South America, if it's the biblical, Greek mythology, European astrology, the Nordic, any culture, any religion you look at, they all indicate that when we have such an event of a comet, interstellar kind of object, or something coming into our solar system, it is always a catalyst of profound change. It brings new knowledge, it brings new energy from beyond time and space into our solar system, into our awareness. Sometimes it involves the fall down of kingdoms, sometimes it involves the falls of kings and queens, sometimes it can also indicate upheaval. But regardless, it's a very profound catalyst of change, which is, we haven't seen much of these things in human history. So pay attention to whatever is going to happen with it, knowing that as we progress with the time, you will have more and more voices starting to ride that wave, because it's going to become very clickbait, right? It's going to be a very good way of attracting attention, basically. So you'll see all kind of people saying all kind of things. I'll just say hello to the chat room again. Hello, Sue, Christy Mom. Hello, Christy Mom. Sue, I know that last love stream I called Christy Kirsty, and she told me that you kind of like it kind of like did something to you. So I'm sorry. It's Christy. And hello, Jenaline, and hello, James, brother James. Awesome. Quick visit is good. Better quick than none. But yeah, stick around. You might enjoy it even more. And hello, Jules. So yeah, this is about this interstellar object, and there will be more and more we can share. Now, an interesting thing is also, I'm going to try and find it as I'm talking to you. Let me see. It's not. Oh, okay. I'm gonna do it like that. So as you can see, we haven't even started to talk about the astrology, because this interstellar object is very, 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 very auspicious and interesting. Okay, so we have, let's go and see what is the Sabian symbol of the 7th degree of Scorpio, 8th degree of Scorpio. We can take both of them are interesting. I'm trying to bring it up for us. Here it is. Let me share the screen with you. Okay, let me make it bigger. So, I'm just trying to fix it here. Give me a moment. Here. 7 degree Scorpio. That's the deep sea divers. Deep sea divers. The seekers seeks the wealth of the inner world with the same degree of enthusiasm as others seek gold, turning within to contemplate the nature of life and self. Just think about that. an interstellar object comes into our solar system, conjunct Mars, then conjunct Mercury on the 7th degree of Scorpio, and the meaning of it is turning within to contemplate the nature of life and self, which you can translate in a way to say this could very much cause humanity to question its origin, because a new knowledge will start to emerge and to be exposed. It continues to say, an equivalent passion to the need of outer experiences is felt for inner understanding. Deep psychology is as little explored and understood as the depth of the ocean. It is a recent development in human knowledge, yet on the path it is seen that a major aspect of our attention is drawn to find out how other people operate, what they feel, what motivates them, and what they believe in. Without discovering these things in others, we cannot come to know ourselves. Deep sea divers. That's the Sabian symbol of where this interstellar object is going to meet Mars. So if I'm taking you now in the chart to show you that, and we're gonna go now to the 2nd of October, and there you go. So, sorry, the 4th of October. So here's the 4th of October, and at your 7 o'clock, Mars is on the 7th degree of Scorpio. So this is where the comet will conjunct Mars. Now, conjunct Mars, keep in mind, what is conjunct Mars? It's passing right with Mars from Earth point of view. It will be Earth, Mars, the interstellar object. That's the conjunction, okay? But have a look at this again. Where is it? Have a look at this again. Have a look at this again, okay? And see this. When the interstellar object comes in, we don't know yet what will happen when it passes. It looks very close, but it's kind of like millions of light years. But still, every planet has its own magnetic gravitational field. So we don't know how this interaction with Mars will impact the trajectory. It might be that Mars' influence will kind of like change its course. Maybe closer here, maybe out. We don't know. We don't know. So there is still a lot that we don't know, and it will be interesting. Besides, if it's not a regular comet and it's behaving differently, strangely, then it might change its course as we get closer, and that will raise the awareness even more. So this is the chart where the interstellar visitor will conjunct Mars, right? And here's Mercury, 25th degree of Libra. So then we go to the 12th, and here is Mercury coming to the 7th degree of Libra, of Scorpio, and the interstellar object is there conjunct Mercury. This interstellar object is moving around 25 astrological minutes a day. So it takes it 2 and a bit days to move a degree. So that's why it's possible that if it's meeting Mars here on the 4th of October and it's on the 7th degree, so 2 days later it will be on the 8th degree, 2 days later it will be on the 9th degree, 10 degree, 11 degree, 12 degree, 13 degree. So it's possible that Mercury will conjunct this object around the 16th of October, somewhere there. So that's what I'm saying. It's all speculative. We need to see how we go. But all this area of like 7 to 10 degrees Scorpio is going to be highly triggered. That's the bottom line of this. And if I'm going back to where it's conjunct Mars, what else is happening here? Saturn is already in Pisces. Neptune is on 0 Aries. Anything else that is playing out there? Let's see. What is Mars? Mars is actually not really interacting with anything in that moment. So anyway, I just wanted to bring that into your awareness. Now, let's go into the astrology, okay? I need a bit of a sip. So what's happening right now? Thank you for accepting my apology, Sue. So right now I said the moon is on 26 degree of Sag right now at your 12 o'clock on the galactic center where this interstellar object came through. And so moon in Sagittarius yesterday and today, it's optimistic, it's looking over the horizon, it want to feel good, it want to feel good, it want kind of like elevated and inspired and exploring possibilities. And so overall the last 2 days we should have felt good feelings, nice feelings, you know, a bit more uplifting feelings. Now we're coming into this love stream where last week we had this uncomfortable square of Venus to Saturn and Neptune. And so we are coming out of this uncomfortable pocket we had that we spoke about last love stream. And we're coming into this week and here's a nice feeling. Here is the moon in Sagittarius, a bit positive. And earlier this morning, the moon was in a fire trine to the sun in Leo. So there was also a nice alchemy of fire of like, let's feel good, let's embody feeling good about ourselves and about life, and you know, keep on moving forward. Now let's move around the clock. Juno 17 degrees Scorpio, Black Moon Lilith 14 degrees Scorpio. They are still dancing there, they are doing a lot of work together here. The goddess of sacred marriage, sacred union, together with the shadow feminine, the raw, deep desires, they're working together to, and I spoke about a lot last love stream and the one before, they're doing this alchemy of transformation of how we function in relationships, how we are feeling, what we want, what we desire, and it's going through a transformation where we are encouraged to be more bold in our raw, true desires, feelings, what we want to find and experience in our relationships. And there is a beautiful big trine here. You can see the big green trine because Juno, 17 degrees Scorpio, 49 minutes, is trining the North Node in Pisces. What a trine, beautiful. And they are also starting to trine Jupiter in Cancer. So there is, and this will increase beautifully over the next 2 weeks as Venus and Jupiter both moving closer and closer to the 18th degree of Cancer. They will do this beautiful trine to the North Node. Awesome. So there's a lot of goodies coming up, a bit of challenge, a bit of kind of like a testing kind of a testing experience to get through, but that testing experience is going to be surrounded by amazing stuff. So there's things to really kind of be excited about. Because remember this year what we said, we are kind of like stepping into the future, but dealing with the past. We are kind of clearing the past, shedding, refining, and as we are birthing the future, but we don't fully understand what we're birthing, we just know that we're kind of guided towards something. Okay? So Juno and Black Moon Lilith in Scorpio. Now, 3 o'clock. Mars right now is on the 29th degree of Virgo, the critical anoretic degree of Virgo, the end bit. So it's like Mars is kind of like, let's just pay attention to the details and let's kind of really perfect our well-being. Let's take action for our well-being, for our good feeling, for purifying our life and detoxing and cleansing and clearing and decluttering and organizing. Let's just prepare the system. And this is a very good thing for us that Mars is now coming to the end of Virgo, because it wasn't an easy transition for Mars to travel through Virgo this time because of the South Node. And so I told you a lot about it last love stream, where we had Mars conjunct the South Node, that you could have kind of entertained these processes of being defeated, like the defeated warrior, like things didn't go according to your plan, you didn't quite happen, you might feel kind of like let down or feeling like a loser, or your business doesn't really function properly, your life don't really function properly. You realize that you're not really living in as good way that you wanted to live, and this basically, it was kind of a defeated kind of episode that was really a dumpster. It's like a dump. It's like we got dumped a bit. And sometimes it's good to get a dumpster, because the dumpster is kind of awakening us to what we want to grow and what we want to do and what we want to achieve. So Virgo Pisces is that axis of health and well-being. Pisces is escapism, Virgo is grounded embodiment. So for example, it could have been that you kind of face the fact that you're kind of feeling stuck and things didn't really go your way, but you're escaping it in some way, shape, or form. Maybe Netflix, maybe drugs, maybe alcohol, maybe sugar. And this was kind of almost like call to kind of, let's clean your shit. Let's get our shit together. Let's kind of clean our act. Okay, life is not going to change immediately, but if we take small steps, practical steps, to improve our feelings, to improve our well-being, we will see the positive results as we keep on moving forward. So this might mean a bit more exercise, a bit more yoga, a bit more stretches, a bit more high vibration food, organic vegetables, organic fruits, kind of good kind of nutrition, acupuncture, Chinese medicine, some massage, some actions for well-being that are little, tiny, and doesn't feel like they're really impacting because the South Node, but they will. And so hopefully you did do that, and if not, Mars on the 29th degree of Virgo saying you can still do that now. Just start now. Just go and tidy up your room. Tidy up your house. Just get your maybe your business is not as busy as you want it to be, but if the business is not busy on an active external way that clients coming and going, you can use that time to fix your business, improve your business, improve your system, pay attention to the details, your emails, your website, how you communicate, how you come across, what is the product you want to present. It's kind of refine it, okay? And so now Mars on the 29 degrees of Virgo, it's kind of okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Start now. Let's drink more water. Simple solutions. Let's eat good food. Let's improve how we are treating ourselves during the day. Make sure you give yourself some good meals. Go for a walk. It's kind of simple little things that can really improve your good feeling, your embodiment, get grounded, feet on the earth. Treat yourself with acupuncture once in a while, with a massage, come to sound healing, come to a healing session. Virgo is that place of healing. And don't let that wave of being defeated or loser or whatever it is kind of hold you there. It has come to visit you, so you will acknowledge it, recognize it, so you will be kind of really triggered to take action mass, to change it and to work on it and to improve it. That's about that. When you are a sports person, if you play in a team, let's say you're playing footy, and you're playing very good, but then you lose a game. So you lost a game where you're supposed to win that game. It's like you were supposed to win, but you lost. And it's kind of why? Why did I lose? But then because you lost, after having 5, 6, 7 wins, and you get on top of yourself, feeling like you're the champion of the season already, that loss suddenly humbles you. And suddenly you come to training after the loss, you come to training with the more kind of okay guys, come on, let's get this done, let's get better, let's fix all the mistakes we've made, let's make sure we improve. And then you come in the game after and you suddenly you win again. Okay, take it like that. The South Node on the 18th degree of Virgo shifted finally from the 19th. Then we go down to the 4 o'clock and we can see the Sun is on 13th degree Leo right now. So we're in Leo season. Mercury is on the 6th degree of Leo, retrograde, about to go into the 5th, and as I showed you before, is stationed direct on the 4th. So we have a few more days of Mercury retrograde, and this is, I said it before, quite a light Mercury retrograde, because it's about kind of what do we need to understand What do we need to refine, redefine in the essence of the authentic self? How can we communicate better the authentic self? How can we speak more truthfully from the heart? How can we kind of adjust the way we speak, communicate, interact with our local environment, with people, in a way that we can be seen, we can be heard, we can be in our heart and come through and speak from the heart and be seen through the heart in a way that is better than before. It's kind of like really kind of refining how we can embody the perspective, the self-talk, the self-thought that is more supportive, encouraging, strengthening, and loving, that can put us in our heart center to kind of like be that lion. If we go further to 5 o'clock, we can see Jupiter on the 12th degree of Cancer and Venus on the 6th degree of Cancer. So over the coming week, we're having this delicious journey of Venus in Cancer. Venus shifted into Cancer last week. So this now we're having a shift of energy in the personal planets. Personal planets, Mars the masculine, Venus the feminine, Mercury the mind. Binary, damn day. And so Venus has shifted to Cancer from Gemini. From the intellectual, communication, socializing, interacting, Venus shifted into Cancer, coming home. And now because Venus is in Cancer, the home of the moon, now wherever the moon is going to be is going to intrigue the Venus process. So Venus is very, very mutable in Cancer because it's the moon. The moon constantly changes. So right now, the last 2 days, Venus in Cancer, potentially feeling good, nurturing connections, people that you feel that you can really be safe with on an emotional level. You feel like you're home, in a safe container, people that can hold space for you, people you can hold space for, mother and child, the inner child, kind of like really feeling our inner child, and in a way that we are kind of like nurturing it. And the moon in Sagittarius the last 2 days, it's uplifting Venus in Cancer. It's kind of giving her that kind of, let's look at the possibilities, let's look at the options, that let's expand and see beyond the current situation into how everything we are going through is going to promote and be beneficial and support and nurture and be a safe container for our beautiful inner child love heart. Now, over the coming week, Venus is gonna approach Jupiter. This is beautiful. This is delicious. Jupiter is expansion, knowledge, understanding, opportunity for growth and expansion. Jupiter considered to be this kind of lucky, kind of like abundance, good fortune, blessings. And so Venus kind of in Cancer, she's all about connecting with people that makes her feel like she's safe at home in her heart, to be seen as a pure inner child. She knows that she can be that. And also doing that for other people, caring, nurturing. I'm hearing there's been with all this Mars in Virgo with the South Node, there was a lot of health crises. So there might be someone in your life around you that is kind of having a bit of crisis of health, and you might be offering a friendly, loving phone call, a listening ear. You may be bringing them soup. You may, it's like now it's winter kind of in Australia, Melbourne, so the kids might be sick a bit with flu, with a cold, going to school, and then that child is sick, they catch it up, and then the child comes home sniffing and unwell, and so the mother and the father nurturing the child, giving it the vitamins and the medicine and the soup and the cuddles, and that's also could translate as that. Or you might be unwell, and there's these beautiful people around you that come to nurture you, to hold space for you, to care for you. And so as Venus approach Jupiter, which their exact conjunction is next Tuesday, a week from now, this is really, really beautiful in a place that is this kind of like beautiful connections, awesome expansion of heart, of love, of we find like home, We find this beautiful emotional home with people that can really, really hold that space for us and really connect with us on that level. And it's also yummy, good feelings within ourselves. It's kind of like we are really kind of funny. So this is a big positive aspect of this current astrology. And on top of that, the fact that Venus shifted into Cancer, heading towards Jupiter, and they will conjunct on the 13th degree of Cancer. Mars, in 2 days from now, Mars will shift into Libra. And so Venus now shifted to Cancer, Mars is going to shift to Libra, Mercury is going to station direct in Leo, and all the personal planets are getting this zhuzh. There is a shift of energy in the process they are going through, especially as Mars stepping out of Virgo from the South Node into Libra to take action and initiate more harmony. Libra, more balance, more equality, more justice, more fairness. And there's a lot about relationships here. So Venus, the goddess of relationships, is in Cancer, where she wants to be loved and the inner child, emotional security, all the things I've said, coming to Jupiter to have this beautiful abundance of it and good feelings, and that's amazing. Mars is going into Libra to take action to establish harmony and fairness and equality, and Libra is all about relationships with the others. Then we have a full moon in Aquarius that is ruling other people and the world. The Sun is in Leo, the royal self wants to shine. Mercury is stationing direct in Leo as well. And so there's, and then we have also that magical triangle we're getting into now, which is also a lot touching relationships and stuff like that, as Juno and Black Moon live in Scorpio. So there's a lot of positive developments here in regards to relationships of all kinds. Friendships, business, romantic, intimate, family, child, mom, child, father, anything and everything that got to do with relationship is going through a real beautiful upgrade here. We're moving forward to 7 o'clock. Uranus just moved to the 1st degree of Gemini for the first time in our lives, unless you are 84 years old. And that makes the magical triangle now stronger because it interacts with Saturn Neptune. I'll get there. Chiron, a few days ago, stationed retrograde on the 27th degree of Aries at your 8 o'clock on the chart. So Chiron, 27th degree of Aries, what does it do? It trines the 27th degree of Sag, which is the galactic center. So the master healer, Chiron, has kind of got all the way to the 27th degree Aries, the furthest he has been in this cycle, in 54 years. And it's kind of like saying, okay, I've done a lot of healing work and development, and I've seen my healer a lot, and now I'm going back with all the insights I've got and all the understanding I've got and all the progress I've made. I'm taking that medicine with me in order to go back a bit all the way to the 22nd degree of Aries over the coming months and heal that. Really heal that with my new realizations. So the fact that it's stationed retrograde in a trine, beneficial, harmonious flow to the galactic center, which is this high truth, this source of life and source of light, source of wisdom. So it's like, although we are processing still wounding and kind of like victimhood, the defeated with the Mars South Node, the kind of loser kind of vibe, there is, and then Chiron station retrograde, and it became really loud and clear as Mars was with the South Node. Within that, there is this high source of wisdom that is coming in to provide and promote real profound healing. Now, Aries is still there, 25th degree of Aries. We move into the 9 o'clock and we can see Neptune now on the 1st degree of Aries together with Saturn. So now they are almost conjunct on the 1st degree of Aries, reminding you they will conjunct exactly in February, on the 20th of February 2026. That will be highly, highly significant. I spoke about it. And so they are now retrograding back in the 1st degree of Aries. And what do? They are interacting in that magical triangle They are sextiling Saturn and Neptune, 9 o'clock, sextile Pluto in Aquarius, the 2 degree of Aquarius, 19 minutes, and sextile Uranus on the 1st degree of Gemini. So the most pronounced aspect in this magical triangle now is the fact that Uranus exact trine to Pluto just happened, and it's happening, okay, because Pluto is retrograding back, but that's still a bit wide, like it's a degree and 18 minutes and 17 minutes away. But what we're going to have over the coming week and a half, is that as Uranus moves further on the 1st degree of Gemini and Saturn and Neptune retrograde back, Uranus is going to sextile exactly Saturn, and then you're going to sextile exactly Neptune. The sextile is promoting a supportive, positive development, a constructive, supportive development between whatever Saturn and Neptune are doing in Aries and whatever Uranus is doing in Gemini, which I will talk about. North Node in Pisces on the 18th degree, and I just mentioned Pluto on the 2nd degree of Aquarius at your 11 o'clock. So that's how the heavens look like right now. And suddenly, out of nowhere, I have a visitor that is called my bladder that has decided that it wants my attention. And so I'm going to leave you with this beautiful meditative music for a moment as I quickly go, and I will come back. Just a second. Here it is. Honey, I'm back. Here I am. So, now that we've scanned the sky, I will say hello to the chat room. Ben, brother Ben, you're feeling the shift into a beautiful new world. Awesome, brother Ben. I'm happy to hear that. Very happy for you. You deserve to feel it, brother. And that's the thing with the Leo season. The Leo season is coming to remind us that we deserve. That's what we need to do in Leo season. We need to own that we deserve. We are royal beings of love, and we deserve a good life. We deserve to be seen in our true authentic self. To be seen mean not just people see you, but like the concept of the avatar. People see you. They see you for who you are, in your authentic, beautiful self. They love you for who you are. They accept you, embrace you, acknowledge you, and clap their hands for you for being who you are. So if you are surrounded by people that are happy for you when you have good news happening, keep them. But if they don't clap their hands for you when you're performing your song or your art or your love or your whatever, they're not really right for you, and that's going to be a big part of this full moon. But back to the point of Leo season is like, this is the season of Leo to kind of come into your heart, baby. Yes, the world is weird. Yes, life is not perfect at the moment. There is struggle, there is strife, there is blockages, economy is in the sheets. Unless you work in corporate and if you run your own business, I'm having quite a few people coming to me with that concept. So I must deliver this message to the collective. If you are doing what you love and you're working and you're making your best, you're doing your best, you're doing everything you can, but you're not making as much money. The business doesn't go as you want. Maybe you started a new business and it didn't really take off. Maybe you're really working hard and you still don't see the benefits and how you're gonna get through it all. It's important for you to understand not to give up, not to feel defeated. It's not your fault. If you're running your own business, if you're a creative being, if you're working for yourself, and whatever industry you're in, the environment, the global weather of economy and finance is in the sheets. So it doesn't matter how amazing you are, there is not enough flow of energy in the system. Everyone are trying to get through the month. Everyone are feeling the struggle on some way, level, shape or form, which means that people are spending less money. People are being more kind of cautious with how they use their money. And usually who suffers the most in those situations? The people of the industries that are actually the most important. Well-being. People, the first thing they drop is the meditation, the healing, the concert, the music, the movie, the dancing, the restaurant, the fun, the pleasure. Usually people, first thing they cut when things are a bit tight is actually the sources of pleasure, fun, love and goodness. Because it's coming down to basic survival. Pay the rent, pay the bills, here is more tax, here is another tax. And so I just wanted to give that message to you all, that if you are experiencing that, I can promise you and guarantee to you, not just as a person that lives through this time as well, but as a healer who see a lot of people, everyone are feeling it, not just you. You are not a failure, you are not a loser, you didn't do anything wrong. It's just the current landscape is challenging. So please be good to yourself. Keep on doing the work, keep on showing up, do your best, make adjustments that you feel that are right for you, but do it from a place that you understand that no, it's not that you're in that situation because you're not good, because you're not doing what is good for you in that way. It's kind of like, no, it's just, it's a bit, okay? So I wanted to comfort all of you by knowing that it's not just you, it's everyone, okay? So, Leo season. Let's come to the heart. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. And you can also do fun without spending money. You could have fun by pulling a pajama party at home with your own family. You can do pillow fight with your best mate. You can do pillow fight with yourself. You can throw a pillow into your own face and then pretend as if it's someone else. You can play hide and seek. Free. You can go for a run. You can listen to music. You can play the music in your living room and dance. You can pick up a drum and play. You can call a good friend and connect. You can go for a beach walk with a friend. You can make love to your beloved. You can tell your beloved, I love you. From the heart. Authentic expressions of love. Look into your beloved eyes. Because a lot of times, especially in relationships long term, we tend to kind of let those things kind of drop by on the mundane day by day thing, because we're so busy in going into the next station and the next station and the next bill and the next responsibility, and taking care of the bills and taking care of the kids and taking care of that we sometimes we forget that the little pleasures of life are so simple. They are a creative, heartfelt expression of looking into your beloved's eye and say, I see you, I love you, you're amazing. And by doing that, we are in our hearts, we express true, authentic, raw love, and we elevate the others through our love. And then the other feel like they're being seen, they're being heard, they're being felt, they're being loved. And so the royalty is kind of increasing, that vibration of royal love, royal heart. But if you are single, no, you didn't get it wrong. Your time will come. Don't give up on your dream. to find love, to be love, but until you manifest it in a physical form, look into your own eyes in the mirror and say, hey, you, no matter what's going on, you're amazing, you're awesome, and I love you. Keep on believing in your dreams, keep on loving yourself. That's this Leo season. Step up. Embody that royal lion, the lioness. Give yourself that courage, that bravery, that love. And that's basically about the Leo season. Now, as we are progressing through the days, so we came out of the harshness, and now we're going, and I'm gonna take us into the 8th. So this is tomorrow. So what are we seeing? The big kind of planets are still kind of there doing their thing. Moon is in Capricorn. Tomorrow, Moon is shifting into Capricorn. This is now. So in a few, let's see, in around, by tomorrow morning, the Moon is in Capricorn. Tomorrow we're starting the day with Moon in Capricorn. And as the Moon is coming to Capricorn, she's going to oppose Venus. There you go, Wednesday, 4:37 p.m. So this is tomorrow evening, sound healing meditation. We're going to have the Moon in Capricorn in opposition to Venus in Cancer. So this is kind of like Venus wants to feel home, wants to feel love, wants to feel expansion. She's starting to feel that she's approaching Jupiter. And the Moon in Capricorn could be a bit kind of like reserved, a bit kind of like, okay, but let's just be practical here, let's be responsible, let's be kind of, let's control. So maybe you met someone, and maybe your heart is opening, and maybe you're feeling love, and maybe you're very optimistic about it. And I'm saying that to single people, but if you are in a relationship, maybe there's a good shift in your relationship and you're feeling it. But then the Moon comes into Capricorn and goes like, wait a second, but I need to be responsible here. I need to kind of make sure that I'm controlling myself and I'm not kind of losing it into all this yummy good feeling. It's like, stop it, man. Be responsible. Regulate yourself, Capricorn, but allow yourself to feel that yummy, 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 delicious vibe. So that's tomorrow. Mars is ending Virgo. And so we are looking at the shift in the coming, as we move forward, Mars ending Virgo, and Venus is moving closer to Jupiter. So I'm going to move now into the 7th of August. This is Thursday. Let's move a few hours back. Thursday, 9:24 a.m. Mars, the warrior masculine, on your 9 o'clock, is moving into Libra. Now Mars, as it enters Libra, it's got quite an interesting process happening. So Mars is the star of this week. It's all about Mars in a way. It's Leo season, the royal authentic self. So that's supportive of what Mars is doing now. And then we know that Mars is ruling Aries. What's happening in Aries? We've got Neptune on your 3 o'clock, Neptune and Saturn on the 1st degree of Aries. What does that mean? It means that as Mars is coming into the 1st degree of Libra, it will oppose Saturn Neptune. But there is more. There is more, baby. So I'm going to move a day forward into the 8th of August, which many consider to be the Lion's Gate, and I am one of those that used to celebrate it many years ago. But if you like it or not, it's not really. It's only working on a numerological kind of marketing, mainstream kind of point of view. But what it is based on is basically indicating that it's not the Lion's Gate, basically. Just letting you know. Just give me a second. The Lion's Gate is when the Earth is aligning with Sirius, and that already happened. So the 8-8, the Lion's Gate, it's kind of a clickbait, kind of mainstream new age kind of concept that years back, yes, it was valid because it was indeed the alignment, but by now things have changed. So I'm gonna move now, and by the 8th of August, Friday, Venus is already on the 9th degree of Cancer, and Mercury is already on the 4th degree of Leo. Here 12 o'clock you've got Venus 9 degree Cancer, 11 o'clock you got Mercury 4th degree Leo. So Mercury is starting to slow down as Mars is now in Libra, and the Moon on your 5 o'clock is on 28 degree in that moment, but I'm gonna move it a few hours forward. And on Friday at 3:24 p.m., and this is us rising into the full moon, because the moon entered Aquarius, the moon conjunct Pluto on Friday at 3:24 p.m. And so here we have a triggering pressure point on an emotional level that is giving us already an indication of the full moon process. So gonna move it to the full moon, which then I'm gonna talk about all the things that I haven't talked about yet, which relates to this, because it will make more sense. So the full moon is happening exactly on Saturday at 5:54 p.m. The moon 16 degree 59 Aquarius on your 9 o'clock, in opposition to the sun 16 degree 59 degree Leo. This is the last full moon before eclipse season. After this full moon, we are going to have 2 new moons in Virgo. 2 weeks, like in 2.5 weeks from now, we're going to have a new moon on 0 Virgo. And then a month later, we're going to have a new moon at the end of Virgo. And that's going to be an eclipse. So, and then this full moon is in Aquarius. The next full moon is a full moon eclipse in Pisces with the North Node. And so this full moon is starting the process of the clearing out of the old, which is going to unfold into September, October, with the eclipses and with Saturn Neptune shifting back into Pisces and with Uranus station in retrograde. So yeah, September, October is gonna be massive. Well, right now we're in August and there is a lot of beautiful fire awesomeness, okay? So once we get to September, October, we'll deal with that. For now, we have really awesome energy. On this full moon, what can we see? That we have Moon in Aquarius, Sun in Taurus, in Leo. And what are they doing? They are squaring Black Moon Lilith and you can say Juno in Scorpio. So here is Black Moon Lilith and Juno once again involved, as they do in the alchemy and transformation in Scorpio, deep transformation on a deep intimate level in sacred relationships and sacred unions that is more in alignment with our true deep raw desires and wants and needs, you know, on an emotional level, on a sexual level, on an intimate level. And they are squaring this moon now, this full moon. So they're bringing a bit of friction here, saying like, hey, but this is, I want this, I desire this. The Sun in Leo wants to feel royal, authentic. We spoke about that, to come from the heart, to be centered in love, centered in the heart. The Moon in Aquarius is kind of dealing with a bit of maybe a bit coldness, maybe a bit detachment, maybe other people and the world. So there's things here that I feel that part of this full moon is kind of a beginning clear up of people / relationships / dynamics that are not coming with us into the future. It's kind of like, no, you know what, this is really not for me anymore. I can't entertain this dynamic, I can't entertain these kind of people, I can't entertain because I feel like I'm not being seen, I feel like I'm not being loved the way I want to be loved, I feel like they don't really honor me, I feel like they don't really promote my good feeling. And we will know it very loud and clear, because we've got Juno and Black Moon Lilith in Scorpio working with our psyche, with our deep feelings, emotions. We will know who is really part of our sacred relationships, sacred unions, and who is not. And Black Moon Lilith, she's giving us that kind of punch of guts over there, saying like, yeah, we are not afraid in saying what we want, what we desire, and what we want to transform. We are not shying about it. We're kind of really embodying it in a raw, authentic way. And the Sun in Leo is saying like, yeah, full heart-centered, full, I'm on stage talking to you, the audience. Aquarius. Leo is the star on stage singing the song in front of Aquarius, the people, the audience. And so there is that dynamic there, okay? Now, that's the full moon. It doesn't really interact with much else. It kind of it has a quincunx to the node, a quincunx to the north node. So the moon and the sun are not having great fun on this full moon. They're having a bit of friction. They're having a bit of annoyance. The soul sun expression in Leo wants to be amazing, wants all the things I've said, seen, heard, heart, love, authentic. The moon in Aquarius, we have emotional processes that are happening from outside because of other people, because of the world. We might feel a bit alienated, we might feel a bit detached. It's like it will be easy for us to detach on an emotional level because we are very strong in our authentic self. So although the sun and the moon are not having fun, it is not having fun in a way that is actually really good and really important, because it makes things loud and clear. So it could be people, it could be word, but it's also vibration and frequency. Aquarius wants freedom, liberation, the future, innovation, people, the world. So Aquarius wants to connect with people. It wants to connect with different kind of people, to kind of really kind of reinvent itself in the way it emotionally relate to other people, and it doesn't really have a problem of detachment there. It can detach. It can kind of easily kind of like, my heart is not there. I'm not feeling love there. I'm not feeling goodness there. And because Juno and Black Moon Lilith are squaring them, there is a real kind of like, like almost like not giving a fuck about what other people might think or other people might do or how the world would think. It's kind of like, no, this is what I want. This is what I deserve. This is what I need on a deep, intimate level that is supporting my royal lion, my authentic heart, my love, that is really helping me to let go and clear, full moon, release, connections, other people, how the world affects me, how I used to allow other people to affect me, to influence me on an emotional level, on a soul level, how the world affects me, how the vibration of the collective affects me, how the vibration of humanity affects me. No, I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'm gonna establish my own kingdom here because that's what I want. That's the juicy punch that Black Moon Lilith and Juno are giving us on this full moon, and it's a square, which means there's a friction there, and we are feeling it on a deep level. But it also means that on the other hand, where the places that are actually good for us, where we are seen, where we are felt, where we are acknowledged and feeling like we are really in love vibration, those places are like going like, fuck yeah, baby. That kind of thing. It's like, I feel you, baby. I feel you, honey. I feel you, love. I love you. You know? Yes, we're being challenged. Yes, we're feeling all this struggle and stress and pressure and worry and anxiety. All that Virgo, Mars in Virgo, the South Node that we just been through. Yes, I'm feeling that. But me and you, love. Our family, love. It's kind of like really that, like the square of Juno and Black Moon to this full moon is giving us that really kind of like, no more, not doing that anymore. I'm not going on stage to sing in order to please other people. No. I'm not coming here on Love Stream in order to please the audience. I'm coming here on Love Stream in order to shine my light, shine my love, share my authentic self, in order to benefit people, in order to share that love with people. And I'm not taking to heart, and I'm not taking into anything that is me, people that might not watch this, people that, like, the numbers of views. I don't care about that shit. I don't care that I don't have thousands of views. I don't care that I don't have tens of thousands of followers. I don't care. What I care about is that the views I had are people that I've touched, people that I affected, people I influenced, people that I assisted in some way, shape, and form. That's what I care about. That's what I focus about. I focus on the connections that exist, that are thriving, that are awesome. Just like when I started this love stream, Brother Steven just bombed me with this beautiful comment here, and I was like, wow, that's what I want. I don't care about thousands of views. I care about people like Steven and Kirsty and Christy and Dee Lennon and Lenya and Rukshika and Bharat and Catherine and Sue and Janaline and James and Jules. I care about the people that show up to connect. Because that's where the magic is. That's where the love is. You know, and then that feedback is just like, that's what I do it for. To hear from Steven, yes, his beautiful compliments of who I am, as how he appreciates me as an astrologer, but that wasn't the highlight for me. The highlight for me in his compliment was like, he said, where is it? It's here. You have helped me and assisted me more than you'll know. And I hope one day to be back in Melbourne to come see you in person. You're the best, brother. That's what I care about. That's what uplifted me. That's what filled my heart. That's what I do this for. Simple as that. And I'm talking about myself in order to inspire and emphasize the message I'm trying to give you about this. It's like, it's not the quantity, it's the quality. It's not about having thousands of followers. It's about having good followers. And it's not in order to have followers. The followers concept is kind of like, no, it's like fellow beings. We walk the journey together. It's not about having thousands of friends. It's about having some good friends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Amazing abundance of good friends. 2, amazing. Makes a lot of peace. 1, amazing. You've got 1 amazing friend. How amazing is that? That you found on your walk on earth a person, a soul that gets you, and that you get them, and supports you, and you support them, and they love you. And you know, when I went through all my divorce episode, you know, thousands of people dropped out of my life, but there was 1, 2, 3, 4 people that were there. Not because there were not more, but that's all I needed at that stage. Private cocoon container of 1, 2, 3, 4 individuals that were there with me in many shapes and forms, and I will honor them for the rest of my life for doing that for me. And each one of those 1, 2, 3, 4 people, they know who they are, and they know that I still value them, I love them dearly, and they're always in my heart. And that's what I'm talking about, you know. So, lovers. You didn't have many lovers, but you had 1 here, 1 there, and now you're single. You're not going to be single forever. No. Come into your heart. Radiate that love. Own that love. Own that you deserve to find the love. And even if you will wait 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, you know that when your time will come, you will find your love. But until that love will come into your life, and it will come, you love yourself. You be your lover. Because when that lover will come from outside, they will find a temple that is filled with love and is restored. Delicious. Oh, Kate has joined us. Can so resonate with so much of what you're saying. Beautiful upgrade taking place on so many levels. Thanks for sharing your gifts and your goodness. Thank you, beautiful Kate. And thank you, brother Steve. You see, Stephen continues to compliment me. It's amazing. It just keeps on going. And this is what we want in our life. We want these connections of love that just keeps on going. You give them, they give to you, and you give them and they give to you, and it just goes more and more and more and more into this beautiful flame fire of love, of heart, consciousness. And even if it's only one person, there is abundance there in that one person. So this full moon, Aquarius Leo, the authentic self versus other people in the world, square in Juno and Black Moon Lilith in Scorpio, they know exactly what they want on a deep, intimate level. Who turns them on and who turns them off? Who creates a catalyst of transformation and evolution for them in the most beautiful, positive way, and who creates a catalyst of transformation for them in the most traumatic, abusive way. And we are to walk away from any abusive dynamic. We are to walk away from any people that treat us wrong, deal with us wrong, don't really love us, to walk away, Moon in Aquarius, in the most detached way possible. Just let them drop. With love and compassion, let them drop. Now, what will support that process? Because this is the challenge, okay? So I just gave you the challenge, the friction of this full moon. But that's the only thing that is a challenge and a friction. That the sun and the moon are not having a great time. But everything else is having a party, rave party of a lifetime, of like something in the style of... Let's see, do I have it here? Did I keep it here? No? Did I keep it here? Let's bring a bit of that. Why not? Okay, let's bring a bit of that. There we go.
Don't stay away. I can go all day. I don't play no games. I can go all day. I don't play no games.
Just a bit of That's what the rest of the cosmos is doing. Sun, Moon, Black Moon Lilith, and Juno, they're having a bit of a friction, a bit of discomfort. But the rest of the cosmos is having a rave party, and now I'm going to go into the rave party and show you how. Brother Trishan just said he wants a dance party of love now. Trishan, well done. You tell mommy and daddy to blast the music in the house and have a party of love. And it can even be without music. It can be you singing together while you're watching the live stream. You can do like, hey, party of love, baby. So yeah, hello, Simon. And the party of love, Trishan, it exists in our hearts. The external parties are awesome, but it's how we can create a party of love in our own hearts. It's like to live through the day knowing that inside your heart there is a party of love, a party of positivity and awesomeness and yumminess. And when you have that party inside your heart, you're starting to see that party everywhere around you. That's how the party of love works. So now let's talk about this rave party. And the rave party is basically going like that. In that rave party, there is another point of discomfort. The discomfort is that on this full moon, Mars, on your 2 o'clock on the chart, Mars is on the 1st degree 28 minutes of Libra, opposing Saturn and Neptune on the 1st degree of Aries. Now, Saturn and Neptune are in the home of Mars, so they are working for Mars, and they are activating Mars even further. So Saturn has come to Aries, and I said it before, Saturn and Neptune came into Aries this year to initiate the new Saturn, the new karma, the new structure, the new personality, the new identity, the new responsibility, the new due diligence. Neptune came to Aries to initiate the new dream, the new channel of spirit, the new creativity, the new level of compassion, the new level of love, the new connection to spirituality, to the mystic, to the telepathy, to the magic, to the alchemy, to the healing. They came into Aries to show us the glimpses of the future. Now they're stationed retrograde a month ago. They're stationed retrograde. And what they're starting to do now is they are starting to initiate the cleanup, because we got glimpses, and we are still getting glimpses because they're still there in Aries. But they're showing us things as like, this need to move, this need to be refined, this need to be adjusted, this is not quite right. I mean, Aries is the place of the ego self, and so Neptune and Saturn are kind of operating there on the structure of the ego, saying like, yo dude, we are here coming as agents of the universe to take your karma into a whole new level, to take your dream into a whole new level of a new future, of a new earth, take your healing and your love to a whole new level. And we understand you are subjected to your human construct. So your ego mind self is tapping into this guidance of creating a new future and stuff, but on some level, shape and form, you are still bringing a bit of debris from the previous version of your ego self. So Chiron stationed retrograde in a trine to the galactic center to bring the high wisdom of the healing that we are now initiating. Saturn and Neptune retrograding in Aries to make us kind of really reflect and redefine and recognize and identify what in this new future that we are starting to birth and create and seed still have some influences from an old point of view of an old ego self that they need to shift in order to allow the true spiritual guided dream and direction and karma to unfold. With the North Node in Pisces, the emphasis throughout all this time is to rely on spirit, on your soul. So there's a lot of emphasis here of like saying like, whatever you are creating, seeding, intending, dreaming, this has to rise above and beyond your ego, above your human, above what you've been through until now and who you are. This has to be guided and aligned with your soul. Your soul need to dream this new life. Your soul need to dream this new structure, this new identity, this new purpose, this new direction. But the soul is, we are kind of like, we are tuning into that, but we are swimming through the river of this new future guided, spiritually guided kind of self. And as we swim through the river, we are filtering out some algae, some seaweeds that are flowing through the river that are kind of like murking the water a bit. It's kind of like disturbing the flow. Now Mars comes into Libra, the home of relationships with others. The axis of Aries Libra is Aries is the self, Libra is the others. So Aries is like, this is who I am, and then it comes into Libra, into relationship with others, to see and to meet how he is in relationships, and how those relationships match in who he is. And I'm saying he because it's Mars, it's the masculine, but it's valid for the feminine woman if you are as well. And so this opposition is kind of going like, Mars is going like, okay, I need to take some actions here. I need to balance things out here. I need some more balance, I need some more fairness, I need some more equality, some more harmony in my life. And so I'm filtering up relationships, and I'm initiating relationships, and I'm clearing out relationships. Remember, that's what the full moon is doing, right? With the Juno, Black Moon, Lilith. And now Mars comes to Libra, and again, relationships. So the relationships come through Juno, Black Moon, Lilith in Scorpio squaring the full moon. The relationships come through Mars in Libra. The relationships come through Venus and Jupiter starting to conjunct in Cancer. The relationships come through Saturn and Neptune in Aries. The relationships come through the moon in Aquarius, other people. And Pluto is in Aquarius too. Okay? So the challenge is the square of the challenge is that the moon and the sun, what are they doing? Sun quincunx North Node. There's a bit of annoyance here. I want this, but the future doesn't really give it to me yet. Something like that. The square to Black Moon Lilith, Scorpio is kind of like a call of truth and integrity on a deep emotional level. What's right for me, what's not right for me. And then Mars comes to Libra. It says like, I want harmony. Can I have some harmony, please? I want some peace, love. I want some justice, some fairness. Like, enough with all this kind of abuse and trauma and unjust the way people treat me or whatever. This kind of relationship, this kind of friendship, I feel it's like unjust the way they speak to me or treat me, or the way this person is running the dynamic with me in the relationship. It's kind of like, it doesn't feel fair, it doesn't feel right. So I need to really take action about that. And it's opposing Saturn and Neptune in Aries. Is like, so what is what I want? What is that new vision then? What is that new dream? And Saturn is kind of hiccups, delays, restrictions, kind of like hard lessons to learn. Neptune could be kind of deceit, illusion, delusions, kind of like subliminal, unconscious, subconscious kind of patterns of sabotage. And so Mars is in Libra, saying like to Saturn and Neptune is like, so what do we need to kind of adjust over there, home in Aries? Can you please, Saturn and Neptune, please kind of, I want you to act like the agents of the cosmos to kind of like adjust the structure of myself there, that will be according to my new future self, as I'm taking action here in Libra in regards to my relationship. Initiating, cutting. Okay? But other than that, pay attention to how much green there is in the chart. Hello, beautiful breeze, welcome. Pay attention to how much green there is in the chart, okay? And as Mars entered this first degree of Libra, try to focus on this. Mars is here, first degree of Libra. I hope you can see my mouse moving there like a So Mars opposes Saturn, Neptune. That's the main skeleton of the most beautiful, magical kite, trine, and then turns into rectangle. So what are we talking about? We're talking about the fact that Mars opposing Saturn, Neptune, that's the skeleton, this red line. But then from Mars there is a trine to Uranus in Gemini. Okay? From your 2 o'clock to your 6 o'clock. Trine to Uranus in Gemini. And then from Mars, there is a trine to Pluto in Aquarius. So even though Mars is confronting this opposition of Saturn-Neptune, that maybe the dream is not happening as you want. Maybe there's delays. Anyone in crypto know? We started to go up, and here is another dump. We're starting to see profits, and here's another delay, hiccup. So there's this new dream and the new desire and the new karma and the new this. And so come on. But Mars is getting this amazing harmonious flowing support in a trine from Uranus in Gemini and from Pluto in Aquarius that are also trining each other. So we're having a beautiful, amazing, grand trine here. Mars, Uranus, Pluto. Pluto is in the home of Uranus. So Uranus kind of like is empowered by Pluto in his house, and they're trining together. They're all working together. Uranus in Gemini. Exciting new connections. Exciting new people. Exciting new interest, new knowledge, new intellectual understanding, new information, new social media developments, new communities, new changes that are kind of enlightening and elevating a higher frequency of connections, a higher frequency of people, and new, different than what you used to. You try new things, you go into new places, new coffee place, new yoga studio, new supermarket, a new park, a new hike track, a new whatever, and you meet new people and you connect in a new way, and you try new ways of communicating and a new ways of relating and a new way of thinking, and it really sparks your excitement. There is some excitement that is kind of breaking through, breaking free, liberating. Uranus in Gemini. And also we shared in our community this week, hello Clara from Sweden. Where are you now, Clara? In Sweden, where are you? It's so good to see you. Sending you love. Have you been in the Boom Festival with Guy? Oh, maybe you've been in the Boom Festival. Nice, let me know. So, Uranus in Gemini also, we spoke about in the chat room in our community this week, that if you noticed or not, it seems like quite a few people are sharing that there is a quickening in manifestation of what we think and things we are speaking, communicating, searching for. The information is coming quicker, the exchanges are coming quicker, the interactions coming quicker, and we manifest quicker. And so because it's in Gemini, it's our thoughts, and Uranus is the higher mind, Gemini ruled by Mercury, the lower mind. It's kind of like we need to be aware of how we think. We want to think in an innovative way. We want to think in a futuristic way. We want to think like the maverick. We want to focus on solutions, not the problems. We want to think about the freedom-loving warrior that is breaking through, breaking free, instead of the victim, of the defeated, or the loser, or whatever. And we want to know that the future is exciting, and we need to tune into the frequency of the excitement of the future. That's what Uranus is doing in Gemini. And he is trining Pluto in Aquarius, the home of Uranus. Pluto in Aquarius is creating the rebirthing, the transformation of the new future. The new world, the new earth is being birthed, and it's transforming us on a deeper level. There is a big evolution here unfolding, and so we are still in the cocoon. We're still in the mutable state. We are not a butterfly yet, and it's been like that for a while, and it's developing. The gooey liquid in the cocoon, it's starting to morph, but it has no shape yet. And we need to trust that process and to know that comes February, April, and the butterfly will come out, and we will be so amazed by what's unfolding in our life. And so Saturn Neptune is saying to Aries, patience. These changes doesn't happen overnight. You, in your human perception, you want it now, but we are changing your entire matrix. We are changing the way you see yourself, think yourself, identity, character, karma, dream, vision, spirit, how you walk on the earth as a spiritual soul being, how you embody yourself as a soul. We are changing that, and that is a huge change, so have some patience. We are not against you, we are for you. We are holding you back so you won't jump too quick too soon. Because we want to make sure that when you will jump with us on the 20th of February, when we will conjunct on the 0-degree Aries, you will jump into the true waters of your new dream. And so don't let any delays, any hiccups, any setbacks to break you down from your dreams. No. See it as like a way that we are refining it, we are understanding it better, we are connecting with spirit to see it better, to feel it better, to understand it better. And so Uranus in Gemini, trining Pluto in Aquarius, they are both harmoniously operating on this deep transformation, excitement for the future, and both of them are trining Mars in Libra, saying like, hey, amazing, we are taking action. We've taken a lot of actions in Virgo to purify, to detox, to cleanse, to swim through the defeated warrior, through the loser, to the things that didn't work for us, the things that didn't blah, 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 blah. And now we come into Libra to take actions of justice and fairness and equality and harmony, to install harmony that is supported by Pluto, Uranus, and what Mars is doing in Libra is supporting what Uranus and Pluto are doing. There's harmonious development here. There's a flow of like, wow, a new relationship that is finally fair, finally in harmony, finally with justice. You're taking action to install, you took actions and you're taking actions to install justice in your dynamics with other people that is based on your new self that is emerging, and you are getting developments. You are meeting someone new. You're meeting a new friend, a new colleague, a new business offer, a new business deal, a new direction, a new inspiration, a new idea by connecting with people. And so what we need to make sure on this full moon and this lunar cycle in general, that we are coming on stage to be seen, because we want to connect. Remember, we're coming to this year 2025 from 5 intense years of lockdowns, of isolation, alienation, all that bull crap. And people are starving for a rave party. People are starving to connect again, to re-establish communities, connections, to come together as people. The world is harsh, but the people are fire. The world can be cold, but the people are heat. And so we need to start coming out from our shells. We can't do this alone. What's the point if you're a great singer and you're singing in your shower? I have a neighbor singing in her shower, and I'm sure she's a professional singer, and every time she sings, I appreciate it. I go like, you go, girl, you go. And she sings. She blasts the shower with her voice, and I go, you go, girl, show them what you got, baby. And she sings beautifully, and I enjoy it, and she doesn't even know I enjoy it. Now, she might be practicing for a show or whatever, right? But the idea is like you need to get on stage and sing and focus on the people that love your song. And don't worry about the fact that some people won't love your song. It will actually show you who really relates to you, connect with you, and who don't. So it's a beautiful thing anyway. So that's this magical triangle, this big grand trine of air. It's mental, flowing air. Pluto, Aquarius, air. Uranus, Gemini, air. Mars, Libra, air. So there's a lot of air here that is flowing. It's like a beautiful breeze that is kind of like flowing through your life, and suddenly there's appearance of good things happening. Okay? So don't let delays, hiccups, frustration to kind of like put you down. Everything is flowing perfectly in the background. Now, on top of this grand trine that is happening, Pluto and Uranus are also sextiling this Saturn Neptune. And so if you follow these green lines, you see from Mars, Mars is the bottom of the kite. And you will see from Mars, trines to Uranus and Pluto. From Uranus and Pluto, sextile to Saturn Neptune, as Mars opposes Saturn Neptune, so it creates a kite. Okay? And a kite is like, what is a kite? It's something that wants to take flight. It wants to fly. And how do you control the kite? By holding the string. By holding the string, you can't control how the kite interacts with the wind, but what you do with the string, you make sure that the kite doesn't blow away. You still kind of like, it's still under some form of control, that you control how much string you release. If you release it further to go higher, if you hold it tighter to keep it low, if you want it to move to the left, you kind of like pulling the string like that a bit, to the right you pulling the string like that a bit. So you have a certain action of guiding the kite, and that's what Mars is doing. Mars in Libra is guiding the kite. That kind of a relationship is what I want. That is fairness, that is harmony, that is love. That's what I want. That's what Mars is guiding there in Libra. The other point is Saturn Neptune, that is pointing to the heavens, guided by soul, guided by spirit. So don't walk with your ego, and don't go to unnecessary fights and wars, because this will also mean, I see it as this duality of expression to this dynamic. The people that are unchecked will go like ego battles, ego fights, ego wars, because they want to act for justice, but their justice is fogged by their own ego illusions, delusions. So they will think they will come from a good place and doing the right thing, but they will go for war under the proclaimed, deceived, delusional acts of war. So can we anticipate that there will be some unjust acts of war that will be felt as if they are just and fair? Yeah. For example, one side can bomb the other side because they perceive that that's the fair thing to do in retaliation to the unjust actions that they perceive that was done by them. And so we have here an unchecked bad karma acts of false ego self that is based on delusional perception of its own deceit idea, Neptune, Saturn, and Aries. The unchecked of it, delusional, subconscious Neptune with Saturn, bad karma, kind of like irresponsible, immature, forcing Mars to take action of war to make sure that justice is installed. Also, it means that people who are practicing recreational drugs, recreational natural medicine, if it's ayahuasca, if it's mushrooms, if it's DMT, if it's weed, if it's whatever drugs, this is risky. Because you may think, oh, Lion's Gate, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna connect with the Lion's Gate, and you're gonna fool yourself to think that that's what you need to do. And it's like, no. Neptune is like escapism, recreational drugs. So it's like, you might fool yourself to think that that's the way you will achieve balance for yourself, taking action, how you connect with. Let's just get together and have some mushrooms. You might think that's the right thing to do, but not necessarily. Clarity is very important at this time, to get clarity. Because Mars comes to this place in Libra after Virgo of detox and clutter. So didn't you learn what Mars showed you in Virgo? Get clean your act so you can really get clear about yourself. So that's the shadow side. But the positive side, the people who are listening to this, for example, that now have the awareness for this and wants to ride the potential of this, of the beautiful love and wisdom and stuff and like that, that means that we will be able to navigate, create the kite. We will navigate the kite based on the soul, spiritual, karmic guidance, with patience, with due diligence, with responsibility and maturity. We will guide this kite in this axis to be operated by Pluto and Uranus in Aquarius, Gemini. And great connections can be found, and shifts, and breaking free, and breaking through, and inspiration, and excitement, and amazing, which will then promote the good feelings that Cancer, Venus, Jupiter are offering us in the days following the full moon. And so if we break it down, so Mars, Mars opposing Neptune. First of all, the full moon is Mars opposing Saturn is the first thing. No, sorry, Mars trine Uranus is the first thing. So now let's break it down. Wow, it's 2 hours already. Amazing. Mars trine Uranus exactly. Have some fun, hey? Mars trine Uranus exactly. There we go. There we go. Mars trine Uranus exactly on Saturday, early morning, 4 a.m. Moving by the minute, to be precise, to be exact. There we go. Mars trine Uranus exactly Saturday, 4:24 a.m. That's the first thing that is triggered in that kite. And this is awesome, okay? There's some really exciting developments here and interactions. This is Saturday early morning, meaning people are going to party Friday night. Might be a great party. You might meet some awesome people. You might go for a dinner with friends. Might be amazing dinner. But it's all based on choose to be in the places that you really want to be. Don't go to entertain dynamics that you know that this might happen, that might happen. It's like, no. Just choose what's good for you. Choose to go to places that you know you're going to be in good company. Venus, Jupiter in Cancer, Mars in Libra, Trine Uranus in Gemini. Go to places that will excite you, that will turn you on, that will spark your light, that will kind of like, oh, let me fix the music. What happened here? Let's see. Okay, let's keep it. Why not? It's good. Go to places that will be elevating and exciting. Don't go to places that you need to kind of like filter yourself, mute yourself, do it. No. This is exciting, okay? I just need to take the volume down. Where is it? I've got so many screens open. Okay, so that's the first thing that is happening, okay? Then following that, the next thing that is happening is the full moon. So first, Mars trine Uranus, sorry. Then a few hours later, Mars exactly oppose Saturn. At your 12 o'clock, Mars on the first degree 20 minutes oppose Saturn exactly on Saturday at 12:43 p.m. 12:43 p.m. Exact opposition. Then comes the full moon 5 hours later. What's going on? And then after the full moon, Mars oppose Neptune 3 hours later exactly. So at around 8:20. Let's see. Here is Mars opposing Neptune. Yeah, there it is. Mars at your 8 o'clock opposing Neptune on Sunday, 7:57 a.m. Okay? And then Mars will trine Pluto exactly the day after. There it is. Mars at your 3 o'clock exactly trine Pluto Sunday at 10:07 p.m. No, here. There we go. At 10 p.m. exactly on Sunday night, Mars will do the exact trine to Pluto. So there's a lot of beautiful, yummy things around the full moon, okay? And then day after, and this is while Mercury is now stationing. So Mercury is standing still in Leo as all this is happening between Mars and all these planets, which is amazing and fascinating, okay? So make sure you ride the good wave of this full moon by letting go, releasing, cutting away any kind of like vibrations, frequencies that they don't support your royal self. They're not uplifting you, they're not exciting you. Don't be a people pleaser. Don't please people. Break through the pattern of being a people pleaser. Please yourself by going to meet people, interact with people that are actually really feeling good and yummy and supportive and nurturing. Mercury is stationing, and look at Venus at your 6 o'clock. Venus is 1.5 degrees away from Jupiter. They're already conjunct, following this full moon. So Saturday full moon sound healing meditation at 7 o'clock. We've got that moon opposition to the sun with Mars interacting in this beautiful magical kite that is unfolding. And then on Sunday 5 p.m. sound healing meditation, we have the integration of the full moon with Venus begin to conjunct Jupiter as Mars continue to interact with the magical kite and Mercury is stationing. And then we're gonna go a day after, and Mercury is now stationed direct. The exact time of Mercury stationing is, I didn't realize how quickly the time has passed. It's because we brought in the concept of the interstellar object. That's kind of like gave us a bit extra length. But Mercury is stationing direct on Monday at... There we go. Monday at the 11th of August at 5:30 p.m. Mercury stations direct in opposition to Pluto. And so there is a bit of kind of like maybe power dynamics here. Mercury is facing some... Pluto and Aquarius are the people, the world. Some fears may come out of whatever you initiate on this full moon, whatever is unfolding for you. But pay attention, although there is opposition between Mercury stationing direct into Pluto, look how much green. So yes, there's a bit of red, yes, there's a bit of discomfort, but everything is green, 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 green. And this beautiful Juno trine the North Node and the Moon. Then the Moon moves into Pisces and Mercury stationed direct Monday 5:30 p.m. And that happens when the Moon is in Pisces, sensitive, psychic, picking up on subtle vibration. And also then the Moon steps in to create these beautiful interactions as well. And the Moon will conjunct the North Node exactly on Tuesday, Monday late night, 51 minutes past midnight of Monday. Moon conjunct North Node in Pisces, in a trine to Juno, 18 degrees Scorpio, and Venus and Jupiter are already together on the 13th degree of Cancer, and this is make love, baby. Make love. Go to places where you can make love. And if it's not in the direct way of making love, then on an energetic level. So if I can summarize all these 2 hours in a straightforward concept. We have been through enough. We have been through a lot to stop repeating the patterns of the past. We do not go where we don't belong. We do not fight for who we are. We do not sell or convince who we are. We do not go for arguments or fights trying to prove that what they did to us is unjust, what they did to us is unfair, what that's not. No. We don't do this shit anymore. We're going home to where we belong. We embody ourselves, the royal heart Leo, as we face the world and other people. And when we come from vibration of love, when we come from the vibration of heart, organically we attract frequencies and vibration of love, authentic hearts. And so we will draw into our life the right people, new connections, new relationships, new dynamics that are exciting and elevating, and we need to focus on them because the other part might visit us as well simultaneously. And it will always be like, almost be like a dance like that, which that dance, if it happens, will come to really say loud and clear, Juno in Scorpio, she wants to merge. She wants to connect on a deep level. She wants to transform through the most orgasmic state possible into a butterfly. And she's doing that in a trine, water trine. There's a water trine happening here of an emotional, orgasmic alchemy of the Moon together with the North Node in Pisces, psychic, guided by spirit, love, compassion, to Juno in Scorpio, true deep connections that are authentic and real and right, and we feel it in our inside. And they're both trine in Jupiter and Cancer, and Jupiter and Venus in Cancer, where we feel abundance of yummy heart opening and love and safe container to be felt, to be seen, to be heard, and we are licking our fingers. We want that. That's what we want. And that's what we intend, and that's what we aim for, and that's what we will achieve. So we are not going to allow the world to affect our vibration. The most important thing in this time we are living in, through this year into next year, and in general, is to make sure that we are in vibrations of love. Because the world is still going to go through a lot of weird stuff. People around us will go through weird stuff. We need to be in the love. We need to be in the heart, and we need to focus on the new earth we are creating. And this is This chart is filled with amazing alchemy, harmony, flow, magic of breakthrough, of breakfree, of initiation of the new. And this is the last full moon before the eclipse season. So it's kind of like clear. All this yucky vibration, all these yucky frequencies, all these people that don't really match your heart, do it with love and compassion. There's no need to fight for it. There's no need to take unconscious, unjust acts that you think it's right, but you're not coming from love, not coming from compassion. Or let them be who they are. That's what they need to be. You just be who you are and go to places of people that you know who they are and that you want to connect with and be with. And then Mercury will go direct and will travel through the same degrees to make the finalization of that. And I will end with the exact moment of Venus conjunct Jupiter, which is happening on the, there we go. It is happening on the 14 degree and 3 minutes of Cancer. Exactly on next Tuesday at 3:15 p.m. But it's from now, okay? So from now into next Tuesday, where Venus and Jupiter conjunct, and we have the most yummy, delicious, nurturing, loving vibes in our relationships, in our life, in ourself, at home, with our inner child, with our mother, siblings, family. And this is when the moon is still in Pisces, just past the North Node, and guided by spirit and all. And there's a lot of green in the charts, and yumminess and awesomeness. All the way to that next Tuesday with all these things. There's the full moon that feels a bit odd, feels a bit weird, but only to kind of shift us and push us to make those significant changes in our life. Thank you very much, family, for being here with me today. And go love yourself. Exactly. Brother Ben has created this go love yourself stickers and stuff years ago. Clara skipped boom this year, went traveling up north of Sweden, far into nature, deepening connection to this land. Wow, Clara, that sounds amazing. You're connecting with the Viking nature land. Sounds amazing. Really amazing. Enjoy. Sending you love. And sending all of you family love. Thank you so much for being here with me tonight. Thank you for your support. Please press like. I forgot to say at the beginning. Please press like on this movie. Subscribe to the channel. Share it with your beloveds, friends, family, whoever might be in need. And yeah, come and join me for some sound healing meditation. Tomorrow, Wednesday the 9th, Wednesday the 6th of August, 7 p.m. the weekly sound healing meditation. Saturday, it's the full moon in Aquarius sound healing meditation, 7 p.m. Sunday at 5 p.m. in full moon integration, a lot of yummy goodness. And next Wednesday as well, yeah? Come and join me. It's good for you. It will help you. I would love to see you. And yeah, if you need healing sessions, come and see me as well. And I think that's pretty much it. Thank you for the love. Be good to yourself, and be in the love, be in the heart, and don't let anything take you down. And thank you, Simone. Thank you, everyone. And we will finish with Stefan Marley, just like how we started in the revelation party. I'll stop this music, and I'm wishing you lots of love, family. Peace. Be good.
Living my life with the struggles I had. See, I can't look back now, but I cannot forget. No longer shall we live in fear. We got to keep pushing on, moving full steam ahead. Fly naughty dread, 'cause tonight we gon' have a celebration of our life. Party from night till morning light. We gon' have a good time, everything alright. Good vibration tonight. We gon' have a celebration of our life. Party from a night, morning light. We gon' have a good time, everything alright. Their hearts are as cold as winter snow. What's this we're waiting for? Just say blessed are the meek and the poor. How did we get to a point in time where love is lost? Now we live with no reason or rhyme, 'cause we let the blind lead the blind. But tonight we gon' have a celebration of our life. Party from a night, morning light. We gon' have a good time, everything alright. It's a good vibration party tonight. We gon' have a celebration of our life. Party from night, morning light. We gon' have a good time. See there, wait.